Now, listen, let me share this word with you. While my pastor was speaking yesterday in church, I kind of received that revelation. He said something very powerful, and man, I kind of wanted to do a video with that because it hit me. The word touched me. He said, the will of God will not take you where the grace of God will not sustain you. Wow. The will of God will not take you where the grace of God will not sustain you. Now, the Bible says that God is the author of peace and not the God of confusion. God is not the author of confusion, but the God of peace. Now, let me tell you, when you are doing something and you are pushing, you are struggling through it. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to face challenges. Challenges, they come, but challenges come to build you, to develop you, and to actually unravel your potentials. But when you are doing something and you are pushing, you are struggling, by all means, you are sweating, there is a probability that God hasn't approved that. You lost peace of mind. And you are pushing, you are struggling through it, through the process. There is a grace that God releases on anything that he approves. And that grace is not the grace that makes it easy, it's the grace that makes it smooth. So if you are engaged in something and you don't sense the smoothness, there should be a level of smoothness in what you're doing. And that is not the absence of challenges. Challenges come, like I said. But then, the grace of God is what sustains you through the challenges. So I want you to check for grace. Because the grace of God is what sustains you in whatever you are doing. When God approves something, there's a grace he releases on it. There's a level of grace that he releases on that thing. So when there is no grace, you are struggling. When there is no grace, you are pushing. When there is no grace, it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow. Let me give you an example. Just an example. You are in a relationship with somebody and you're always fighting. You're always quarreling. You're always fighting. You're always quarreling. You have more fights than you have peaceful communication. I can tell you, God is not in it. You don't need to waste your time. God is not there. Don't waste your time. You are about to start a business, and from the day you thought of starting that business, it looks like doors shut. Nothing is working. I mean, people are not showing you favor. Now listen to this. Anything you are doing and you don't sense favor in it, God is not in it. This word is for somebody. Anything you are doing in life and you don't sense favor, God is not in it. Anything you are embarking on to do in life and you sense that doors are shutting against you, people don't want you. Now, I'm not saying that everybody will receive you, but majority of people should be able to accept you. If doors are shutting, there's a reason. The Bible said in the book of Revelation, for I have placed before you an open door which no man can shut. So if God is in it, there should be an open door. There should be a level of grace. If you are in the will of God, the grace of God should be there with you. There should be smoothness. Inherently, organically, there should be flow in it. If you're always fighting and always quarreling, and you are still dating the person, you are in for the shock of your life, because that is a red flag for you. When you go into it, it won't work. It's not going to work. It will end in a painful separation. It's important for you to be wise, have discernment, and check for the grace of God in whatever you're doing. Be it your career, your marriage, whatever it is, whatever you are embarking on. Check for the grace of God. If you don't sense grace, if you don't sense grace, if you don't sense favor, if you don't sense a peaceful flow, God is not there with you. Don't push it. If you push it, it's not God. If you are pushing it, by all means, to make it work, struggling and sweating, by all means, God is not there with you. It has to flow. There has to be a flow. God bless you. My name is Emmanuel, and thank you for sharing my videos. I love you.
The secret place. the secret place, the secret place, a breathing place.